I'm Matt Bouchard with REIT.com, and I'm here in Dallas, Texas for NAREIT's Leader in the Light Forum. Joining me is Binkley, Director of Sustainability Programs with Prologis. So Aaron, this working forum really kind of fosters a collaboration among many of the listed REITs and real estate companies that we have here. And these areas have all been gaining momentum. Can you talk a little bit about what has been going on at Prologis and how the evolution of your sustainability programs has gone?
I think over the past few years, the evolution has really been to take our efforts and go from what I think a lot of companies started with and drive them deeper into the organization. So to go beyond what I think in many cases is an initial focus on green construction or sustainable buildings, and to move more into existing buildings and to move more into renewable energy and to move ultimately into things like carbon emissions and zero energy buildings down the road in the future.
And obviously your companies recently went through a very large and very public merger when AMB and Prologis joined forces. Were there any particular issues kind of merging two different corporate philosophies regarding sustainability?
It actually was a great opportunity. And it's probably one of the most exciting things I think to come out of it, particularly on the sustainability front, in terms of taking two companies that were very complementary in terms of program and taking strengths from both sides and being able to have a very unique opportunity to just add strengths together and take the best of both sides and make an even stronger program on the back end with the new organization.
And speaking of the new organization, obviously you're now an even larger global corporation. How do you go about measuring the effectiveness of the programs and initiatives that you put in place?
There's certainly opportunity there to continue to make that better over time. Things like the Leader in the Light Award program and GRESB are ways to do that, where we can start to have opportunities to gather data, start to measure the performance of our buildings in a more robust way than we would have done 5 or 10 years ago.
And can you talk a little bit about the particular challenges when it comes to bringing an existing asset up in terms of its energy use versus starting from scratch with a new development?
That's an exciting problem because it's really where the opportunity is. We have a 600 million square foot opportunity in terms of energy efficiency. The size of our portfolio gives us a unique starting point, I would say, and we've made significant efforts in the existing operating portfolio to make it more energy efficient, and we'll continue to do that in the years to come. It's really a collaboration between our own teams in the field, our customers, and increasingly investors that are interested in understanding how their assets are performing.
And if you were going to highlight one initiative or project that you're particularly proud of that you've undertaken, what would that be?
We've created a long-term initiative in the past year to improve the energy efficiency of our operating portfolio on a global basis, 20% by 2020. So we're just in the early stages of that, although it's not a new effort per se. The refocus on it post-merger has really been kicked off in the past year, and that's an opportunity that we see to really drive down customer operating costs while modernizing our buildings.
Now, obviously, the whole world changed a couple years ago when we were all going through the Great Recession. Well, what impact did that have on kind of the momentum of sustainability in the commercial real estate industry?
For our portfolio, it was actually interesting, and I kind of sat through the most of that, and I think initially I probably was worried what was going to happen, and quite the opposite. I was actually very, very encouraged by the way it ended up turning out, and that we took a portfolio from maybe 15 to 18% energy efficient upgrades to more than 40% in the midst of the deepest recession that I've been working through. And those efforts to build green buildings and increase sustainable construction penetration in the portfolio continued unabated through that. Certainly there was less construction, but what we did build was still built to the same sustainable standards we had established before the recession.
Great. Well, Aaron, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more on this and other news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.